in from everywhere. Welcome, welcome. Let's read what my tea bag thing here says. The essence of life is to communicate love. Can't disagree with that. Situational, but I can't disagree with that. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Natasha's channel with Encompass Awe. We are going to be definitely reading about amethyst crystal, which is my birthstone. I'm an Aquarian, which I love being an Aquarian. Has its challenges at times. Definitely has its life lessons at times being an Aquarius, but it's all about the life, the learning, the lessons, right? This is amethyst. This is the illustration that comes with amethyst. And the message she brings is expand into wonder. Expand into wonder. Okay. So, man, today's energy has been all about like shedding old beliefs, patterns, mindsets. I'm always saying that, I know, but also growth never stops. So, ain't no hate in that game. Growth is where it's at. Being willing to merge, change, be yourself, you know? We're listening to 963 hertz right now, pure tone, as well as the full solfeggio scale. We're allowing the healing of the whole sakra today. Yeah. Okay. Well, let us begin. All right. Expand into wonder. Imagine lying on your back looking up at the endless indigo twilight as night's first stars appear. Feel the freedom of being a small part of this vast. We're reading about amethyst, and her message is to expand into wonder. Imagine lying on your back looking up at the endless indigo twilights as night's first stars appear. Feel the freedom of being a small part of this vast and deepening dance in the gloaming between day and night. This peaceful, joy-filled wonder is amethyst's gift to you. It starts in your heart and swirls up to your head, encouraging you to dream your biggest dream and step into your wisest self. Magic exists in life's interstitial spaces. Amethyst will tell you, find your magic. Your expansiveness in the moment between your in-breath and your out-breath. In the spaces between day and night, or in your softest, gooeyest selfness that exists. Always when your head and your heart meet. Okay? And it's funny because all week this week I just keep seeing this vision of like your mind and your heart and like this twirling dance between the two energies and this harmony and this frequency and how it just brings it all in together. Nice to meet you. I'm Natasha with Encompass Awe. Yes, hi. Take care too. Amethyst is actually my birthstone. I'm an Aquarius, and if any of you are an Aquarius, welcome. If any of you are not an Aquarius, welcome as well, because we can all definitely utilize Aquarius or amethyst. So I just want to say that I had read a few years back that royalty would place an amethyst crystal in their chalice. So a picture like a fancy wine glass or chalice, golden, adored in stones all over the outside of it, and they would put an amethyst inside of it to protect them from anybody poisoning them. Also, to protect them from getting addiction, from drinking too much or over enjoying things, right? So it would help protect them from that. So if any of you are trying to overcome an addiction or something, I would encourage you to carry an amethyst in your pocket or put it in your drink if it has to do with alcoholism. No judgment here, by the way. I'm just being informational. Much love always here. I'm not here to hate on anybody. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Now back to amethyst, reading out of the crystalry book. This is what we're reading, beautifuls. Okay. Lovely Amethyst has her ritual she wants you to try without asking any questions. Simply see what you experience. Find a quiet place where you can close your eyes and be undisturbed. Put a few drops of honey on your tongue. If honey alone is too strong, make tea and add honey and hold a sip of it in your mouth. Close your eyes and picture your favorite shade of purple. Notice what you notice and feel what you feel. That's it. Don't think about it. Just do it. Okay. So they just want you to see and check in with your senses with this ritual. Okay. I squeezed my third eye and could only see you. That's what it has, the quote beside it. Amanda Mosher, better to be able to love than to be lovable. Wow, that's deep. Better to be able to be loved. No, better to be able to love than to be lovable. That's amazing. That's deep. The land of dreams. Not so long ago, in many Middle Eastern countries, a piece of amethyst was slid under the pillow to prevent nightmares. Interesting. I heavily dream. I don't know if any of you guys heavily dream. I dream every time I sleep. I also can help with dream interpretation if you guys would like to hit me up on Encompass Awe LLC and request a dream interpretation or a Zoom or something like that. Hit me up. EncompassAwe333 at gmail.com. Okay, also I'm starting an account on Hipsy, so check me out on there too. It's under Natasha Encompass Awe. All right? All right, so they would put it under the pillow to prevent nightmares. This practice would make sense to the Taoist alchemists, which we are all alchemists, just so you know. Even if we have poopy attitudes, we're alchemizing that. So we gotta, like, when it's time, realign that stuff. Anyway, this was a practice that would make sense to Taoist alchemists who thought that amethyst was a stone for the liver. The spirit of the liver has a name in the Taoist thought. It's called the Hun. Oh, wow. Interesting. The Hun can dwell within the body, and it can also journey into the spirit realms. Amethyst nourishes the Hun. Good to know. Allowing you to travel safely into the worlds of the spirits and dreams. And then to come home to yourself. The true treasure of doing dream and journey work is coming back to the material realm. The material realm, feeling revived, invigorated, and ready to actualize your dreams into reality. What dreams are languishing? What dreams are ready to be called into the material world so they can be a part of your waking reality? Some of you may have some dreams that you intentionally, for whatever reason, it could be fear, hesitation, just nervousness, or just not ready. It's not time. You feel like you're like, I'm not ready to admit that. I'm not ready to walk into that. I'm not ready to face that. And that's okay. But amethyst will help you walk into that with a lighter feeling rather than a hesitant feeling. Okay? That is the end of that passage. But I'm going to go check on something and I'll be right back. And I'll pull some cards for you guys. We're going to do a little bit of a collective read. Okay? I'll be right back. Welcome. I don't know if I have new people in here yet because I just like literally walked in. Hi, Boo. How y'all guys doing? By the way, before I pull some cards, um, I am offering to do a 7-card read as far as if you're doing a messenger or messages or texting. I'll do a 7-card reading for you. If you are doing like a Zoom or a live, um, I can do a 20-minute reading for $30. Okay. All right. Just putting that out there. By the way, if you haven't liked and subscribed, please do. Okay. I would love to hear from you. And if not, and you don't feel like doing any tarot readings, that's just fine. You don't have to pay for it. Just jump on here. We'll do some collectives. I get it. I really do. Do you allow yourself to think about, ooh, this is a deep question. Do you allow yourself to think about death, or is it a subject locked behind a bolted door in your mind? Can the rhythms of day and night create a metaphor for you about dying and what may come next? Ooh, I think this is about dealing with the fear here. Like, I just felt led to read that. I think that's about overcoming a fear in case you have one. So, if you have any fears related to that, don't be afraid to ask yourself the questions. I know that one's a hard one. Okay. All right, let's pull some cards. Let's see what amethyst has to speak to you about yourself. Okay. Spirit, amethyst, ancestors, guides, gods. Please share with us for the collective anything that would be helpful at this time. Integration. Love this card. Look, we literally just read about the heart and the mind coming together. Look at this. The mind is here and the heart is here. We have the moon, a boat, a moth. I just had a moth in my bed on my foot when I was laying the baby down. And an acorn. You have a spider web. And you see how she's integrating all this. And it's all working out in her favor. Everything in our life has made us who we are. And now we have mastered certain things. And now we have to figure out how to transmute it and utilize it all for our higher good. Okay? So it's integration. Spirit of amethyst. What do you have to share with us? Tap into your resources. This came out upside down. So I'm going to say that some of you aren't tapping into your intuitive resources and your spiritual resources that are most definitely willing to help you. So let's turn that upside down. Let's start using all of our resources. Understand how abundant we are, how loved we are, how creative we are. Hi. Hi. Nice to see you all. This also came out upside down. The deck is not upside down. I was just checking. Between dreams. Between dreams. I love this card. Okay. See how there's a dream catcher there and a dream catcher up here. The dream catcher is in the old roots, in the smaller version. Not that it was any lesser, but the smaller version of your life, your past version, it's smaller because it's falling behind. And soon these roots will come out of this old vision and be up into here. Okay, and the clear quartz is here to help you. The tourmaline is here to help you. Okay, these feathers represent your guides that are here to help you. And the key is holding on to this new dream. It's hanging on below this one. Okay, but it is here for you to use and unlock the door you want. And oh my gosh, all week long I've been hearing somebody has 11 doors. Somebody has 11 doors of opportunity. Which ones will you open? And you can't open more than one. I am hearing that. You can open more than one door. You do not have to stick with 1 or 2 doors. You can open more than one door, okay? Healing. I agree with full healing for your whole entire sacral system, your whole body. This and this, they go together. All the parts of you that we try to divide and some of it we try to hide and we're not proud of, like, and we became through all this stuff, we are one. We are not separate beings, separate parts of ourselves. We are one, and we have to learn to utilize each part at different times. A lot of people say, like, kill your ego, and I can understand that statement and that phrase. I can understand it, but also understand that there is a time when you need that energy. And I hope you don't in ways like it's running or fighting for yourself. Like, I don't really want you to use that energy if you don't have to, but that's when an ego steps in to protect you. That's a protective mechanism. Don't be afraid to keep that around. That's part of you for a reason. You just don't want to overfeed that sucker, you know? It's part of you for a reason. Okay, one more card from this deck. Spirit of Amethyst, gods, ancestors. One more guidance, please. Fresh start. I love this card. This is the second time this card has came out in this deck this week. Or, well, actually it was last week. Fresh start. Look. This is what we're focusing on. The growth, even though the abode is huge, the orchestration of your life is huge. All that has been a part of it is huge. Okay? And whose hand is holding it? You dial in to focus on yourself. You hold, you look and focus on what you want. This says fresh start. It's going to take intentionality to set this new venture, these plans on fire, this growth on fire. Look, perseverance. Boom. I just said fire. What's the sign? Dude. Perseverance. You came through so much. And honestly, my spirit grieves for you. I can't help it. But to grieve for you for what you had to go through, the maze and the fuck shit you had to go through, I grieve for you. I'm sorry. But I also see how resilient you are, and that you persevered, and that you shine, and you're beautiful, and that you grew. In the hardest of places, you grew into something beautiful. Look at that. You're absolutely stunning and gorgeous. You're freaking gorgeous. Create space to celebrate that. Create space for people to witness that and celebrate that for you, even though who cares about the validation of other people? No offense. I'm an Aquarius, just saying. But listen, validate yourself. Hold space for yourself to be proud of yourself. Because you're absolutely freaking phenomenal. You have defied gravity. You have overcame so much. And I'm proud of you. Okay, let's pull some intuitive from the intuitive deck. Okay. Ancestors, gods, guides. We give thanks. Just encourage us with some truth and guidance. Encourage us with some truth. Mirror of truth came out. Encourage us with some truth. Mirror of truth came out. And let me tell you, this mirror isn't just reflective. It's a portal, which I know you guys have heard of that before. It's a portal into seeing into your greatest layers. And some of us are really scared to see that shit. You know what's crazy is when I was saging my house yesterday, I saged my mirrors, all my mirrors. And this is the second time I've done that in this year. Because how you view yourself and your life and what you're focusing on is going to continue to grow, okay? And I'm not speaking that as evil over you. It's to give you discernment. It is to let you know that if you master your mind, you can start creating into your reality a better timeline you're proud to be on, okay? Inner strength. Intuition thrives on inner strength. Trust yourself more. Strength. Resilience. And we already know your strength and your resilience. Because look at this. Perseverance, strength, and resilience. Because you're a badass. And I'm not saying that out of arrogance. I'm saying that because I'm like a proud mama sister right now of you. I really am. You came through so much. And you deserve to know that you are amazing and you've come through so much. And maybe you did do some bad things along the way, but you know what? We all have 24 hours in a day. And it starts over. And it starts over. And it starts over. So give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. Find grace for yourself. Okay? Let the bondage of the past be that. Yesterday. The past. Okay? I love you guys. Please try to take it easy on yourself. Ding. My man just texted. He's at work right now. He's about done from work. Text me at work. You're almost done from work. Come on now. Empowered decisions. Intuition empowers your decisions. Trust your inner compass. That's why I'm called Encompass Awe, guys. Because I want you to trust your inner and outer compass. Okay? Not do I want. We just need to learn some self-trust. I do too. Self-trust. Listen and let be. Listen and let be. Hidden truth. Your intuition is revealed in hidden truths. Stay aware. So listen. Create this quiet space. Create a quiet space where you can create and let your spirit speak to you. Divine wisdom flows through you and your intuition. Trust and act on it. There is no conviction or condemnation in this reading that I'm sharing with you. This is from a complete source of love, because your guides are very, very proud of you, but they also know that you deserve rest. And some of your inner energies and thoughts isn't allowing you to do that. So they're asking you to listen very deeply and take some actions to create space for you to rest. Okay, babies? So find your rest. I don't know if you guys, some of you just joined me, but I'm Natasha with Encompass Awe. Welcome. Love you. I don't even need to know you to love you. Okay? But intuitive healing. Your intuition guides you towards the deep inner healing. Understand, this is the intuitive oracle deck, so it's all about intuition. Like every card's going to be about that. And cats, as you know, they're very spiritual. They are also shapeshifters, okay, and protectors. Whenever I'm going through a hard time and I'm making a decision, there's this cat in the neighborhood. I named her Isis, after the goddess Isis, by the way. I mean, as far as me, she probably has like 20 names. But when she's around me, her name's Isis, because I was working with Isis when she showed up in my life, who was also involved with fertility. And shortly after I became pregnant, as you guys all know, who do know me and have watched me before, my baby Julius is on here often. You can check out some of my videos from the past and present. He's crawling now, by the way, and eating and feeding himself. It's so exciting. He's 8 months. Intuitive healing. Your intuition guides you towards the deep inner healing. Listen, the other night, last night, I just had a moment of just awareness of how much like love in relationships has hurt me. And I just suddenly felt like pouring out my tears. And I was like, man, in the past, I would have felt guilt for feeling this. Like, this is wrong. Like, and for some reason, I've always felt like that about tears. And I just don't want people to see me cry. I'm doing great. Thank you, honey. I don't want to see people to see me cry. I don't want to be sad. I don't like this feeling. And now I understand that if you close yourself in, you're actually like compressing yourself, boxing yourself. And you know what I can't stand more than anything from other people is them trying to box me, like trying to fit me into their little understanding. But yeah, I was doing that to myself. And I'm just encouraging you to allow yourself, whatever is coming to the surface, to allow it to surface, acknowledge it, hold space to it, love it, maybe even process forgiveness. That doesn't mean you like those people or yourself for putting up with it for so long, but that you forgive, release, and let go so that you can move on. So that those energies can leave your body. If there's any of that energy stuck in your body, you don't want that stuck in your body. Like, fuck that. You don't want it. 23 on the timer, which is basically 5, 5. And then 5, 5 equals 10. And 10, my friend, is new beginnings. And you know what I want? Freaking new beginnings. Fuck that stagnant energy, sad energy, heavy energy. No. No. Okay. Ooh, one more is what I was getting ready to say. And there she came. And then I'll show you the bottom of each side of the deck. Deep reflection. Through deep reflection, profound intuitive insights emerge. And that's the thing. If you don't compress these feelings and you just say, I love you to yourself, I love you, and I forgive you, and today's a new day. And if you're not happy with some things in your life, or I don't even like to get this serious, but if there's violence in your life, don't be scared to start planning things, even if you don't have all the pieces to figure it out. You guys will learn someday about some of my testimony, but that's not my today, so I don't like to talk about it very often, and I really like to be positive tansy, I really do. But deep reflection, okay, and let this beautiful part of yourself emerge. The pain is part of your beauty. This pain, look at her solitude just sitting there, feeling herself out. You think that she is like judging herself? No, she's not. She's loving on herself. She's letting herself be. And believe it or not, I didn't pull the card right now, but before I started this reading, the card I had was just be. That was literally what I pulled. And then I wasn't started yet, so I put it away. And this says finding grace. Give yourself the grace to be who you are. Protection through intuition. Your intuition shields you from harm, trusting in its warnings. Okay, our bodies and our intuition sees things far before we do. Oftentimes. Far before we do, our intuition sees things far before we do. And we're like, no, but this person's cool. No, but I see the good in this person. No, but this situation is fine. And then, like, 3 years later, we're like, oh, shit. Oh, that's what you were talking about. Oh, this person's egotistical. Oh, you know. And I learned it the hard way. So, and you know what? It's life. It's part of the journey. It's part of our karmic lesson. It's not punishment. It's lessons and balance and harmony that we're going to gain harmony through our lessons and learning. Hopefully we learn it, though, sooner than later, in my opinion. Inner peace. In moments of peace, intuition speaks the loudest. Right? And here lately, the energy has been, oh, I'm fine. I'm doing so good. Today's good. And then boom, an emotion comes. Or boom, a memory comes. You're like, oh shit, wasn't expecting that. And then, like, what's funny is, though, when it comes to the surface right now, and I'm not the only person I've talked to that's going through this right now, that when that memory comes, it doesn't hurt like it once did. It almost feels like a far off dream that happened that never really happened. And that is growth. To be unattached from the past things that you went through is a good thing. Then you can just be the observer. And this week, actually, there's a lady I listen to. She's a reader. And she was like, you are the observer to Aquarius. I'm Aquarius. That's why Aquarius is in my Encompass Awe at the top of the readings when I'm done. Anyway, so I'm the observer. We're all the observer. That's who we are, the observer. But can we be unattached to that observance, to the memory, to the feeling, but yet acknowledge it and hold space for it? Be the observer. It's your right to be the observer, and then make decisions from what you observed and deserve, okay? Absolutely. Keep your inner peace. Love on yourself. I know it's not right. Keep your inner peace. Love on yourself. Fuck everybody else. If they don't respect you, what I just said, observe and deserve, and then respond to that. If they don't respect that, yeah, that's how I feel. Believe me, in the past, I wouldn't have said that. Sorry if that offended anybody. Deep reflection, guys. Love on yourself. You've come so far. You are the perseverance. You encourage so many you don't even know. Like, when you're doubting yourself, so many other people are tuned into you. Just like, wow, that's resilience. That's absolutely resilience. I am so well. I'm doing very well. All right, guys. I'm going to pull one from the Dream Oracle deck. Okay? From the Dream Oracle deck. All right, I'll give you two. And then I got to go. Because I'm going to do a short, and then I'm going to get on Hipsy and do a live, too, as long as my little baby doesn't wake up. All right? So check out my shorts. Like and subscribe if you would like. If you would like to enjoy some more from me. Spirit, ancestors, guides, any intuitive guidance you can give us at this time. There is healing that you're going through at this time, that from something that happened to you from your youth. And it affected your throat chakra. I haven't felt like that in a long time. Hold on a minute. Something that made your voice shrink back. And you still shrink your voice back for other people to feel comfortable. No. This card is trying to slide out, so I'm going to show it to you anyway. I wasn't going to, but this is food, and this is about enjoyments and celebration. And you know what? From whatever happened to you at this point to now, because it kept going on in your life from patterns, you deserve celebration. You deserve to be celebrated. You deserve to create. You deserve to hear your inner child. You deserve to be loved. The word is deserve. Observe and deserve, and then react and respond to whatever you see. And don't judge yourself. It's not necessary. All right, one more. I feel like one more. Okay. One more. Because you deserve one more. You deserve way more than one more. But I don't have time. I gotta go see my baby. All right. Children. Return to your innocence. Look how playful this is. They're making sand castles and art out of the sand. Somebody go play in the water. Somebody go play in the water for real. Tap into your childlikeness. Enjoy it. This is where your healing is. And you're going to hear from your intuition. And it's going to feel like light and fluffy, not heavy when you're creating. I love you guys. You're so wonderful. This is all happening really quick. Like, some of the healing that is happening that's falling off is going to be like, when it comes, you'll be like, that is gone. Like, poof. I want to tell you guys something, but I'm going to go do something real quick. I'll be right back. And then I'm going to share something with you before I take off. I'm back. Okay. Any of you that just joined, I'm Tasha with Encompass Awe. Welcome. Okay. Like and subscribe if you feel led to. I do readings as well. $30 for 7-card pool if it's a message or text. And if it is like Zoom or something or FaceTime, that's fine. But it's going to be 20 minutes for $30. Okay? Anyway, hit me up on encompassawe333@gmail.com. Okay? That's me. All right, so what I was saying, that some of you, when this comes to the surface, some of your pain from your childhood that created patterns that went on and on and on, they'll be gone like that when they come to the surface this time because of how things are aligned right now. I'm not an astrologer. I don't know much about this, but I am listening to astrologers and people who do readings connected to that. And they are saying what I'm feeling and my energy, which I'm sure is part of my training and my learning. I'm excited about it. However, I want to share something. So when I was younger, I'm going to say 18, I was married, just got married, and I had these memories when I was with my husband. I had these memories of past partners, and it would just keep coming to my mind and keep coming to my mind. And I would just be trying to enjoy our relationship, but my mind was plaguing me, and it wouldn't go away. And it wouldn't let go. And I knew that I didn't love these past partners. It was literally just in my memory file, and it would just come out of nowhere. It would bother me, and I never told him. But one time I was at this gathering, and I met this lady in the restroom, actually. And she said, I feel like you need prayer for something. I said, I do. And she's like, there's something heavy on your heart. Do you want to share it with me? I said, yes. I said, there's things that keep coming to my mind, and I want to just love my partner that I have right now and be devoted and single-minded because I know I love him and it won't get out of my mind. She said, put all of those people into your hands. Can you do that? And I did. I put them there, and I put the memories of anybody that was emotionally connected to me in the past, and I threw it up in the air. And she said, throw it up in the air and let it go. Let it fall to the ground. She's like, you won't have to worry about it again. And let me tell you, I never did. I never, ever had those thoughts or a dream or a vision or any connective feeling to those people or those energies again. It was just like that in an instant. And I speak that over you guys. I speak that over whoever has something that is stuck in their energy that they don't want there anymore. I speak it over with you. I agree with you. And I speak freedom to your spirit. You don't have to be connected to anything you don't want to be anymore. Okay? I don't know who that's for, but I love you. And you've been fighting it and irritated by it and annoyed by it. Hell with that. No more. It's no more. Yep. Take care of yourself. I heard that first thing. That was the first reading I did today. Is listen to your body when it says to take 34 on the timer when I said that. Listen to your body and take care of yourself. Because you are the world. You matter. You matter a lot, and you're beautiful and you're radiant. Okay? And you have persevered, and you should get fucking rest now. Okay? Anywho, I feel super powerful, strong mama energy, sister energy. If you guys like protective energy. And you know what? That's just who I am. So I love you guys. Bless you. Thank you for joining. I can't wait to learn more about you guys, and feel free to come back. I'm sure tomorrow or tonight, who knows, whenever Spirit leads me to do another reading or a live and the baby permits it, I will be back. So, and tomorrow we will read more out of the Crystal Read book, which is this book. Oftentimes right now while I'm doing lives, unless I don't feel led to, we will read about a crystal in this book. Okay? All right. I love you guys. Bless you. Have a beautiful, gorgeous day. Thank you for joining me.